Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the last video in this series, although what this video really is, it's like bridging into the next several, which are going to be also more about building a high vibe, high vibration group of friends, a tribe. People who are there for you, who are going to support you toward your goals, toward your dreams, and just start having a more fun time in life in general. And so what I would like you to do is any questions you have right now for me about what you've seen me do on this channel over the last several years, or if you're new here, maybe go back and watch some videos in this playlist or something. Whatever you want from my social life, drop a comment below about how to get that, and I'm gonna make a ton of videos answering these questions. The next thing I'd like to offer you before going into this video is just DM me on Instagram. Just DM me the word tribe, and what I'm gonna do is respond to you with a 30-minute mentoring call with someone from my team to help you build your social circle, to literally give you a recipe to building your group of friends, your high vibration tribe in your life. This is one-on-one call, it's completely free, and all you have to do is DM me the word tribe, and that's it. You should definitely go back and watch the first several in this series. I tell kind of the whole story about how I went to Australia and built a friend group, a tribe from scratch, literally going 10,000 miles across the world and knowing nobody, to then building up this amazing friend group, going to Bali and all this stuff. So in this video, what I'm going to be telling you is talking about some of my main focuses, that even like still to this day are and have just like, I guess, stood the test of time in terms of like real tangible things you can do when interacting with people that you can even do while watching this video or immediately after this video or during a pandemic. It doesn't matter. The tips I'm going to give you right now are actually going to help you grow your friend group, your network. So these 3 specific keys that I'm going to go into each are all meant to really create win-wins and just create value for the people around you. And one thing I think is key to understand before going into this is, like, if you want people to add value to your life, if you want people to like create miracles for you, if you want miracles to happen for you, you need to make them happen for other people. And so if you want to make that happen, I'm going to give you 3 really amazing ways to do that in this video. The first one, to create a win-win for someone else, or really just to shove value at someone without even having any type of, like, you don't need money, you don't need a skill set, you don't need literally anything. All you have to do is know somebody else and you introduce them. This is called, actually one of my mentors, his name is Luke, calls this value arbitrage, okay? And what value arbitrage is it basically is taking the skills and money and talent of somebody else and pretty much just giving that and almost really like arbitraging that value, taking that value as your own because you know that person and introducing it to someone that you're meeting or talking to. So let's say, for example, you know, you meet I've been thinking about YouTubers because of this whole Australia thing, right? Let's say you meet a YouTuber, okay? And this YouTuber, you're in conversation with them and they're saying, I really want to do this video with like Lamborghinis or something like that. I don't know, whatever YouTubers do these days. Or maybe they're TikTokers and they want to do a video with a Lamborghini in it. Well, what if they're telling you, I want to do this video with a Lamborghini, but I don't have a Lamborghini. And by the way, this is an extreme example. I know not everyone's a YouTuber. Just hear me out. They go, I want to do a video with a Lamborghini, but I don't have a Lamborghini. Well, if you've been watching these videos and building your circle, perhaps at some point you've met someone with a Lamborghini, and you can then put that person in touch with the YouTuber to then say, hey, I don't have a Lamborghini, but my friend Jake has a Lamborghini. And you guys could maybe do a video. Let me put you in a group chat on Instagram. Putting people in a group chat on Instagram is probably one of the most high value win-win things you can do. One of the biggest gifts you can give to people is just putting them in a group chat on Instagram and basically saying, hey, Jake, this is Lily. Lily is amazing. Lily makes awesome videos, and I think it'd be awesome if, she'd love to like do a video with your Tesla. She's got, a couple thousand, 100,000 followers, whatever, and she wants to do a video with her Lamborghini. Did I say Tesla? She wants to do a video with her Lamborghini, and I think it would be amazing, and boom, there it is. There's the value arbitrage. You don't have a Tesla, you don't have a YouTube channel, but you've introduced two people with high value that now know each other, are friends, and why are they friends? Because of you. So you can do this right now. You could be watching this video and you could think, who of my friends do I think would be good to meet each other? And you grow in value in both of their eyes if you're the connector, okay? This is something I really want to drive home here because it's something I'm always thinking about and something that I get a lot of joy out of doing too. I'm actually having some people over tonight. I might put out a video on Monday or something, some kind of vlog just showing how I literally like just do all the stuff I talk about in this video. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna see that, but do it for yourself, right? So introduce people to each other. You can do it again right now as you're watching this video. You could think of a couple people that will be good to meet each other on Instagram, put them in a group chat, be like, hey, I just think you guys should know each other. Maybe it's a person who makes music and someone who makes beats, okay? And like, oh, this guy's an artist, this guy makes beats, let's introduce you guys in a group chat and see if you can make some magic happen. Maybe they make a #1 hit. And why did they make that number hit? Because of you. So that's like really, really massive. I could probably dive even further into like the actual tactics of how to do that, but I have a couple other things I want to get to in this video. So if you have any other questions, drop a comment on this video right now. Drop a like too while you're at it. If you've been enjoying this series, I put a lot of work into these, if you can't tell, to make them amazing for you. So make sure you do that. Okay, the next one that I want you to do is, and this is more toward like when you're actually creating an event. And by the way, events don't have to be in person, right? You don't need even like a nice house to host an event. You could literally host an event on Zoom. Like, I know we're still in a pandemic. You can host an event on Zoom, and it could be some kind of like talk show or some kind of like debate or something, something fun. Get creative with it. You can host an event literally digitally these days. And in fact, it's something that I do every week with with my mentoring program. I literally have an event 2 times a week. There's obviously an admission to join those mentoring calls, but it is still an event, and people have made friends, like amazing friendships within my community, within my mentorship group. So the point is, like, when you're doing these events, one thing that is amazing to have in the back of your mind when you're creating your event is to create something that people would want to go to anyway. Like, even if, create an event that people would go to even if there were no other people at the event. And what do I mean by that? So tonight, for example, I'm having a bunch of people over, and not too many, but like, I don't know, a good 15 to 20. And the idea is I'm going to give each like group of friends that comes a disposable camera, and they can take disposable photos around the house and with their friends and whatever people they meet. People like to hang out with their friends and take pictures anyway, right? So even if only like 4 people showed up tonight and I gave them a disposable camera, which I obviously paid for all the disposables, like they're still gonna have fun because they're still with their friends and they're still getting content, taking photos, and I obviously supplied some beverages. So it's like, they're coming, they don't care who else is here. It's tempting to come because they know it's gonna be fun even if nobody else goes. So when you go to create events, that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. It's kind of like what I said in a previous video in this series. When you are inviting people to things, it should be something that you would even do on your own, right? So, make it something you would do on your own, or even something that the other people would do on their own. And that just is how you add value to them. You give them an experience. You kind of create a new world, a unique world for them at your gathering, at your event. I'm tired of just going to parties and it's just, you drink a White Claw and, maybe talk to some cute girls and like, maybe it's a cool house. Like, that's stupid. Nobody wants to go to those anymore. Have a little more thought into the purpose of your meeting and why you're actually throwing it, and like what value people get out of going, rather than just a muddled night of White Claw and Tito's. Okay? So that is the next part. The third tip that I'm going to give you to create wins for people, to add value to people, even if you think you're a sack of shit, is to literally just give people space. I talked about this in a previous video in this series where I said, give people room to talk about things that they don't usually get to talk about. Give them room to talk about whatever they're excited about that perhaps in other situations they just don't get the opportunity to talk about that much. And one way that's really good to do that is when you ask them a question, you just shut up and you let them talk and you let the silence sit, and that's it. If you let people sit in a little bit more silence, not after every single question, but I would say once or twice in an interaction, they're probably gonna, number one, we're talking, obviously I'm into this whole like maxi mindset design type, thinking where we're here to really raise the collective consciousness. If you can just actually like be the type of person that, meditates, and when you talk to someone, you give them that space, that actual, you pull them in with that conscious energy. Like even kind of like right now what I'm doing in this video is I'm talking to you. I'm very aware of myself, my body, my surroundings, the camera, right? If you just give people space, like actually put space into the interaction, they'll feel it. And it can actually wake somebody up a bit more. Obviously it's a bit more difficult if, alcohol's involved, but if you, or maybe earlier in the night, try this out, just give people a little bit more space while you're talking to them, and you get more comfortable doing this, it's gonna be something that you can, really capitalize on in terms of like adding value and adding a win. What this can possibly do, aside from the woo-woo side of it, of like bringing in like better energy into the conversation and like disrupting the norm of how the flow of a conversation is going, like intentional silence. The other thing it can do is like it gives someone a buffer, like a space to put words, again, that they didn't think they wanted to tell anyone, right? If I ask you, for example, how was your day? Normally people say, oh, my day was good, and there's an airplane flying overhead right now, so it's a little bit loud. Yeah, what did I do? I don't know. I woke up, I worked out, I had some coffee, I did some grocery shopping, and now I'm here. If you just give someone a little bit of silence after they finish that, they might go like this. Yeah, I had a little coffee, I did some grocery shopping, and now I'm here. And then I came with my friends, and oh yeah, by the way, have you met my friend, Sarah? She's amazing, and we've been friends since blah blah. So like you allow them to keep talking and kind of like get even a little bit deeper. Even kind of in my little made up scenario that I just like ran you through there, I kind of like, I actually went a little bit deeper. I like introduced someone that if I had interrupted that space, I wouldn't have introduced that person in my little made-up world here. So that is the last point there. That's the 3 points that I would like you to keep in mind as you go into further interactions in your life. My name is Arlin. DM me at Arlin Moore if you want to hop on a free 30-minute call with my team to get you a recipe dialed in for building your social life, for really figuring out what is the root cause of why your social life isn't optimized. And that's it. DM me at Arlin Moore on Instagram. Drop a like and a comment if you have any other questions, and stay tuned for the next several videos. Drop a comment what kind of videos you want to see. I've really just dedicate a lot of my time to making these videos for you. And